There you go.
Oh, thanks so much, Doctor. Thanks for coming round.
That's no trouble, it's my job.
Would you like tea or something?
No, I better go. I've got other patients to see, so... she's a beautiful baby, eh? How old is she?
8 months.
She's teething then. Probably both need some sleep then, eh? Well, she'll sleep now, and she'll be fine. That's better. Can't have wonky angels now, can we, eh?
Thank you. Hello, my darling. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead.
Tia, you have to let me look at her. Please. Come on.
Where are you taking her?
Just next door.
Oh, no. Tia, just wait here.
Hi.
Hi.
Looking for Phil.
That's me. You're expecting a bloke.
Philippa?
Philomena, actually.
Howard Bellamy, formerly Captain Bellamy.
Oh, you're in the military.
Yes, well, I run a medical practice now. It's good to get out from behind a desk. Can't wait to get stuck in.
Good. Can leave your stuff on the side.
How long?
Few hours. She's still warm.
God, I hate these cases.
Baby hadn't been ill. At least Tia hadn't brought her into the surgery recently.
They're your patients?
Both of them. I suppose it could be sudden infant death syndrome, but well, we'd need a post-mortem to be sure.
What?
A needle mark.
Your son has unexplained bruising, and you want me to come up with an explanation.
Yes. Thank you for seeing us at such short notice, Doctor.
Neither of us are paediatric specialists, Dr. Westerby, so we need the view of an expert.
Well, I'll examine your little boy now. Technically, your social worker should be here, but she's happy for me to proceed. You can wait outside.
Oh, I think Joe would be happier if we stayed.
I'll call you back in when I'm ready.
So,
I think she's got a whole pharmacy here.
Well, this is over-the-counter stuff. Baby aspirin, creams for rashes, and... this is the latest cure-all. She must have got that from the internet. Herbal remedies.
And this?
Tia's a former addict. They would have given her clean needles. But she stopped using as soon as she became pregnant. She's trying to be a good mum.
If she used to take smack, she'd know how to give an injection.
The last time I saw Chloe, she was teething. Neither of them had had any sleep for days. Maybe I should have done more, but... you know what it's like. You do anything for a good night's sleep.
Yeah, well, maybe she injected Chloe with something to make her sleep.
I didn't give her anything. It was the doctor.
You took her to a doctor last night?
No. He came here. Chloe had a bit of a temperature. I rang the out-of-hours people. They said someone had come round. No one came for hours. Then this doctor turned up. He was so kind. He gave Chloe the injection. He said she'd be fine. She went right off to sleep. And then when I woke up this morning,
What was the doctor's name?
don't know, he was a bloke. Old. About 40. Brown hair, blue eyes. He was really kind. He said she was beautiful. He had a Scottish accent. Or maybe Irish, I don't know. He had a proper doctor's bag.
We will check with the out-of-hours services.
He was here. I'm not making this up. You know me, Doctor. You know I'd never hurt her.
I've done a full examination. In my opinion, there's no disease or natural cause for your son's bruises. I'm as certain as I possibly can be that these are non-accidental injuries.
But we thought you'd find a medical condition.
Sorry to disappoint you.
There's no way that it can be an injury. It must
You
be
wanted my professional opinion. I can't help it if you don't like it.
Well, we'll get a second opinion.
Are you challenging my judgment? As you know, I have 25 years professional expertise in this field. Get a second opinion by all means. But anyone with any sense will agree with me. Now, I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. The nurse will show you out.
Tia, we've checked with the out-of-hours service, and they did get a call from you last night. They sent someone round straight away, but she couldn't get in. You weren't answering the door or your mobile. Now, they are definite that no doctor saw you or treated Chloe.
They're lying.
Tia, why would they lie? I talked to them myself. There were 4 doctors on duty last night. 2 of them were women. One was a Nigerian and the other a Sikh. None of them sound anything like the man you've described.
Is there anything you want to tell me? Something that you haven't said?
He was here. I'm not making it up.
I'm going to need you to come down the station. You're not under arrest.
I haven't done anything. I wouldn't hurt her.
What are we going to do?
We have to keep fighting. We can't just walk away.
How do we fight this? Even the experts think we abused him. Westerby's going to report back to Fleur.
Look, if we get a second opinion.
You said that Westerby was the best.
I thought that he was.
Oh, OK, so we see the second best consultant and hope that they say something different. What if we get a second opinion and it's the same thing?
I don't know. I thought we'd get something definite, a reason for all this, and we just seem to have made it worse.
Well, it's not your fault.
I've antagonised Fleur, and she can take Joe away from us.
It's not your fault.
What will happen to her?
I don't know, but if it's manslaughter, she'll go to prison, obviously.
She never stood a chance. She's been in care herself since she was a baby.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Why?
Well, her baby's ill, and she has the good sense to call the doctor, and then she injects Chloe herself. Why would you do that?
Maybe she panicked. I don't think Tia meant to kill Chloe.
Why would you do that? Why would you lie about something that's so easy to disprove?
Because she can't bear the thought that she killed her own baby, that she blames someone else. I think she half believes it.
The Red Mandate is a vital part of your training as special constables. You have to know how to protect yourself and the public in violent situations and how to diffuse and control those situations. Now I've put you into pairs. There's protective clothing over there, knee and elbow pads, helmet. Put it on. I know it may look daft, but it'll stop you from getting a crack in the head.
Howard. Spencer, I heard you say you're ex-army. Yep, 25 years active service.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, son teaches you how to look after yourself. Stick with me. I'll show you what to do.
Do we really have to wear these?
Health and safety gone mad.
If we wore this lot on the streets, the villains would die laughing.
I brought you some tea. How are you feeling?
Do you believe in heaven? Do you think she's with the angels?
Yes, yeah, I'm sure she is.
What's going to happen to me?
We're going to ask you a few questions, so I think it's best if you have a solicitor.
It's my fault. I injected her. I killed her. That's what you want me to say, isn't it?
No. No, not if it's not true.
No one cares if it's true. I don't care. Now I've lost her.
This doctor you said came to the flat.
He did come to the flat.
What time was it?
5:30. I was up all night waiting.
Can't you remember anything else about him? He didn't give you a name.
Andy. He said to call him Andy.
Was he wearing gloves?
You mean medical gloves? No.
Did he touch anything?
He touched her. And he straightened the mobile. The angel's mobile over the crib. Why?
Because he would have left fingerprints.
Right, Howard, Spencer's going to attack you. You have to defend yourself. Go on, Spencer, don't be shy. Good. And again. And again. Excellent. You see the importance of maintaining a good defensive position. Thanks, guys.
Well, thanks for this, Dr. McCall. OK, what can you tell me?
Kath, please. Like I said, I never got to see this baby. We went to the address, got there about midnight. I banged on the door, shouted, tried the mobile, nothing. I thought maybe the mum had taken her baby to A&E or it was a hoax. And then we left.
Can you remember the address?
Auckland Street, the rough end, down by the canal.
You sure? Because that is not Tia Lynch's address. In fact, it's nowhere near. We have got a description of the doctor. A man, about 40, dark hair, Scottish, goes by the name of Andy.
Andy? He's my driver.
What time did your shift finish last night?
5 a.m. Andy finished at the same time.
Yeah, well, this doctor turned up at Miss Lynch's flat just before 5:30.
What's wrong with him, Daniel?
I'll show you.
What if he's really sick? What if he's really sick and I can't look after him? What if he's taken into foster care and we never get him back? I am not gonna let this happen.
No.
I'm showing the suspect Exhibit B, which is a doctor's bag, and Exhibit C, which is a further bag filled with medicines. Antibiotics, painkillers, aspirin, syringes, needles. We found these at your house, Andy. Are they yours?
Yeah.
Why have you got so many medicines?
Well, I admit it's a bit weird. I buy loads. It's an anxiety thing, you know. I don't take them. Having them around makes me feel safe. Yeah.
And have you ever administered them to anyone else?
No, of course not, no.
Last night, you were supposed to drive Dr. McCall to Tia Lynch's house. But you took her to the wrong address, didn't you? Delaying treatment for a baby that could have been very seriously ill.
That was a genuine mistake. I have only just moved here.
No, it wasn't. It was deliberate. You didn't want Dr. McCall to treat the patient, so you made sure she never had the chance. And then later on, you went back and you gave Chloe Lynch an injection that killed her.
Of course I didn't. That is totally ridiculous.
Now, my favourite, we're going to do a role play. Yes, I knew you'd be pleased. Gary and Danny here are going to start a fight outside a nightclub. Who wants to have a go breaking it up? Spencer and Howard, away you go.
All right, lads, calm down. Lads, calm down.
Break it up! Now! I said, right now! Stop! Freeze!
Let's stop it there. If that had been a real fight, you'd both be dead. Spencer?
I thought we controlled the situation well. Initially.
So you go start?
You didn't control it, either of you. Spencer, you're meant to break up fights, not join in.
I didn't join in. I tried to physically separate the combatants. Howard tried to keep things calm, low-key. That didn't work.
So you started shouting. That doesn't help. It just hypes people up even more, inflames the situation. Does anyone have more positive comments?
Howard was trying to protect Spencer.
You never leave a man down.
Yes, but instead of saving him, you got yourself killed. You didn't protect your colleague or yourself. You forgot the basic defensive position.
All right, it was an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah, just a bit.
You screwed up. Both of you, badly. But still. Better to screw up in here than out there where someone really could get hurt.
Look, I drive these people around, you know. These real doctors. You should hear them. At least Kath cares about the patients. The other ones, the older ones, they couldn't care less. They slag them off. Moan about how stupid they are. And they despise them. And they despise me. Yeah, I talk to them, try and be friendly. They treat me like that. Because I'm just a driver, I'm not even worth noticing.
So you pretend to be a doctor, a hero, saving lives, and then everyone will appreciate you.
No, I'm just saying that if you're going to do that job, right, you should care about people. And I do. More than anything, yeah? I'm a people person.
And you cared about Tia Lynch. Is that why you went to her home?
I didn't go. I have never met her.
Did you give her baby an injection?
Absolutely, categorically not. I have never set foot inside that flat.
How do you know it's a flat?
Well, that was the address, wasn't it? Flat 2 or whatever it is, you know. It's what they do. They get some teenage girl just out of care, they stick her in some council estate miles away from anywhere, totally isolated.
How do you know that Tia's a teenager if you've never met her?
Oh, because Kath said. Oh, come on. Is that really the best you've got? OK. I'm going to make this absolutely clear to you. I have never met Tia Lynch. I have never been inside her flat. And I did not give her baby that injection.
And we won't find your fingerprints if we take a look in there, Andy.
OK, I'm going to need to take a break here because, see, I don't feel very well. I keep getting these migraines and,
Well, don't you worry about that, because we will get a real doctor to take a look at you.
I feel really sick.
Save it for the doctor, Andy.
You killed my baby!
Come on.
You killed my baby!
Leave it.
Let me go!
She's wrong. I was just trying to help, that's all.
She was all I had!
Get him in his cell.
You all right?
You tell me. I'm the one that failed.
You didn't fail. You tried to protect your colleague.
Couldn't even get that right.
Howard, I told the lads to attack one of you to see what the other would do.
How can you stop a fight and save him at the same time? I mean, what are you supposed to do? You can't win.
That's the point of the exercise. It's unwinnable. There are no good options in that scenario. You can only choose the least worst.
You see, the thing is, I've been in that scenario when it's life and death and got everybody out alive. I am a good soldier and I can't even get a simple training exercise right.
You didn't fail, Howard. Look, I don't know how long it's been since you were Captain Bellamy, but you can't rely on the instincts and reflexes you once had. You have to be realistic about the strengths and weaknesses of the man you are now. That's what you needed to learn today.
How are you feeling?
All right.
That shouldn't have happened. You shouldn't have had to see Andy.
It helps in a way.
Dear, I'm so sorry I didn't believe you. And well, we're all so sorry for your loss.
So what's going to happen to him?
Well, with any luck, he'll be charged with murder. And with you as a witness, we'll have a stronger case.
He'll be locked up, right?
Yes, well, I can't guarantee that, but I hope so. I hope he gets life.
No, he should be dead. Of course I will. Anything.
You'll have support. People to help you.
What about now? Do I just go home?
No, the flat is still a crime scene, and anyway, we don't think you should be alone.
I've spoken to Fran, your social worker, and she's found a place for you to stay and someone to look after you.
I want to see Chloe. Say goodbye to her properly.
Yes. Of course. That's okay.
Joe's all right. He's watching Peppa Pig. No new bruises. How you doing?
I'm his mother, and I'm a doctor, and I don't know what's wrong with him. There has to be something.
I've had an idea, and it would mean that you could stay with Joe.
What?
I'm the problem. I always have been. I had postnatal depression, and I could have really hurt him. You are a great mother. Anyone can see that. So, if I left, or if you and Joe left me, then you'd be allowed to keep him.
Absolutely not. You haven't hurt him.
But they probably think that I have.
So you're going to confess to a crime that you didn't commit. That is insane.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have to. If you and Joe left, then they just assumed that I was guilty. Zara, please, hear me out.
You have a record. You would never be allowed near children again. This isn't just about Joe. This is about your work. This is about...
If it meant that you and Joe could stay together, then it would be worth it.
That is not fair. You are asking me to choose between you and Joe, and I won't.
It just means that he would be able to stay with one of us. Zara, listen to me. I'm not saying that this is a good option. It's just the least worst. And what's the alternative? That he's taken from both of us.
Are you ready?
She looks beautiful.
Yeah. She does. You take as long as you need.
Okay. You believed me. No one else ever has.
You think I liked being a single parent?
You did it. You coped. You were like a super mum compared to me.
I wasn't. I did everything wrong. I thought it was all about organisation and schedules and giving them the right organic vegetable puree at the right moment and buying them.
You were always so confident.
One time, when I came home to my dad's from work, I'd been out all day. Joe was teething. I hadn't slept in 3 days. I had baby sick in my hair. Well, it must have been there all day and nobody had said anything.
They were probably too scared that they bite their heads off.
Probably.
You would cope without me, and it would mean that Joe would be with one of us.
Daniel, it wouldn't ever work.
It's worth a try.
Listen, we don't know what's causing those bruises. Nobody does. So you leave me, he gets more bruises, he gets taken away from me, I end up losing you both. When I left you, I hated you. But we've changed. We have worked it through. And we have learned together to be good parents. And I am not going to let anyone take him away from us. Joe needs you. I need you.
What if we lose him?
Okay, under your plan, you'd lose Izzy too. So, we won't let that happen. We can't let that happen. We are going to be a family, and we are going to deal with this together.
Is everything all right?
I think we might lose Joe.
Yeah, we need to look at what's causing your insomnia.
They've taken my scholarship. They want to kick me off my course. Obviously, I'm stressed.
Daniel and Zara are having a nightmare of a week, and you two are acting like spoiled kids.
What's that?
Cyanide.
EastEnders tonight, and Dexter's worried.